Okay, welcome everybody to a class on tenses. We're going to look at some sentences and go through some different tenses that will be required in different sentences. So let's start with number one. Hi, long time no see. Now this is an idiom meaning I haven't seen you for a long time. Yeah, you can guess what it means. I haven't seen you for a long time. We just say long time no see. And so maybe the next thing you ask the person after you have said, hi, long time no see, maybe you say this: how is it going? And with go, we'd normally use present continuous here. How is it going? Yeah, in that sentence, we'd normally use present continuous. How is it going? And I want to make it clear here that the it means life in general. How's life going? What have you been doing? And notice that I used a different tense when I said the what. What have you been doing? So if you are talking about something specific, you want to say, what have you been doing recently? Then we would use the have you been doing. And we do often say that. What have you been doing? Yeah, what have you been doing? But if we change the it for something specific, like how is work going? How is school going? And they're both correct as well. How's work going? How's school going? You can use present continuous when you talk about work or school, but you can also use perfect continuous. How has work been going? How has school been going? Yeah, that's also possible. How has work been going? Yeah, how have things been at work? That means, have they been going well? Have they been going badly? Have they been going smoothly? Have they been going terribly? Yeah, so how has work been going? So you can, as soon as you talk about work or school, change it into the perfect continuous. But with just as an it, we would generally use present continuous. How is it going? How's it going? This is very common, this phrase, and I want you to remember it just because we do often say it, just meaning how is life going. But as soon as you get specific about work or school, you can move into the perfect continuous. How has work been going? How has school been going? What have you been doing recently? And that's why we use this perfect continuous tense, because we mean recently up until now, like on this diagram, up until now. What have you been doing recently? Okay, so in this first one, present continuous, but if you use something else more specific, then you certainly can use perfect continuous. Number two, I was told that you never an insurance claim, and we're using the verb make because you make an insurance claim. Yeah, so I'm talking to a driver at the moment and I'm saying that I was told that you had never made. So it's got to be past perfect, simple, or I was told that you have never made. And that might confuse some of you, yeah? That we can say had never made, or we can say have never made. And I wanted to include this one right at the start, because it seems to me that a lot of people learn that in reported speech, and this is reported speech, I was told, in reported speech, you move everything back a tense, right? I'm sure you've all remember that you move present simple to past simple, present perfect simple to past perfect simple. And that's why a lot of students will insist that it must be had never made. And that's correct, certainly. But I'm going to tell you right now that have never made is also correct. Okay? And that's what a lot of students are surprised about, that we can use the present perfect simple here, even though it's reported speech. And so you might think, well, I need to use past perfect simple. Well, there is a slightly different meaning. Both are correct, but there is a slightly different meaning between have and had. And this is what I've drawn on the board. If you say had never made, you do mean before the moment you were told. You were told that you had never made an insurance claim up until that moment when you were told that the person had never made an insurance claim. If you say have never made, that means you mean until now. I was told last year, in fact, let's make this clear. Had never made would usually be the last year one, yeah? I was told last year, let's put this last year, I was told last year that you had never made an insurance claim until that moment, but maybe you have in the previous 12 months, yeah? But maybe you don't mean that. Maybe you mean I was told 5 minutes ago, yeah? And I think in 5 minutes ago, we would often use this, the have never made. Because if you were told 5 minutes ago, it's probably still true now.